Diablo, qué maldita vaina. Está bien, $20 redonda. Préstame el celular para tirarle a Chavo. Porque no voy a trabajar de gratis. Hello, Chan. Hello, Nyan. Hello, Nyan. Are you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, hello. Can you hear me?
Okay, welcome to the class. Give me 1 second. Yeah, give me 1 second. The class manager, I need to talk to Chan, my class manager, real quick. Remain with me, please. Just 1 second, right? Okay, Nyan, welcome to the class. Let's get started with this, Nyan. So yesterday we got the evaluation. So I wanted to ask you, Nyan, can you hear me?
Yes, we meet Alexis. So can you send me a link again of the exam? I can do it tonight because I lost that link.
Oh, you lost a link? Oh, no problem. That's fine. So what I do here, meanwhile you're doing, so let's do something. So did you manage to complete the whole exercise?
No, just that last night so I thought that I want like I would do it, but I think I would do it, but then I cannot find out the link.
Oh, no problem. So look at what I'm gonna do over here. So I'm gonna give you you know, the class is 45 minutes, right? The class duration, it
No, you
is
can no, I would do it. I would do that tonight. So let's just continue to the new class, and then I will
okay,
finish it.
no problem. That's fine. Because what I was going to do is to give you like 20 minutes for you to complete the exercise and like 25 to run the class. But however you think is better for you, no problem. Let me just open the class anyway, so we can start with this. So let's go at the end of a class, this part. Let me share. Let me ask you something just for clarification purposes. Did you manage to see this? Let me share my screen to you and do let me know. Did I teach you this lesson? Narrating events. I think I haven't taught to you this lesson.
Go to the next slide, so I think I can remember. Oh
Did
yeah,
I? Yeah,
no.
I did it. I did it. I think
Oh,
so. Did I?
no,
No, this one.
no. Yeah, we didn't.
Okay, great. So let's get it started with this one, because there was a change. All right, ever since we had the class. So Nyan, could you please be so kind? Is your webcam off?
Wait, you give me a second, so
Yeah, just
let
real
me
quick.
find out.
Because
Yeah, I will find out the camera, so we just continue. Then I will find out.
yeah, just real quick, because I need to, you know, like I label, you know, the class, like, you know, this is Yang class that was taught on such and such a day. And then with this, right, with this title, what I do is to label with this, and I know that this is your class and you took this class with me certain day. You got it? So let me know once you're ready and we can start with this one.
Can you see me?
In fact, no, I can't. I don't see you. Still don't see you. Let me know once you're ready, Nan. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna screenshot Look at here. Right?
Oh, so now can you see me now? Can you see me now? Hello.
Yeah, I can see you as if you are right next to me, talking to me like that. So your webcam is pretty good. So love it. So, okay, yeah, let's get started with this class. So Unit 2F, Lesson 2F is speaking. Today we are going to speak English as much as we can. Narrating events, all right? Let's talk about that. So we're going to be talking about narrating events. Okay, so that's what we are going to do. This is what we are going to be doing here, narrating events. Let me show you something. So look at this picture, Nyan. What do you see in this picture? Any idea?
Group of friends. Like very exciting too.
They are very excited, but they are excited.
Yeah, they are.
What do you see there?
And ringing the bell to make some noise so the girl with the yellow hair in the house can see them.
That's right, a girl in a house, all right? So, and look at there. So, can you describe the picture? How do you think these people are feeling and why? And I want you to use your own ideas.
Well, yeah, that's my own idea.
Are they feeling excited? Are they feeling do you think
Yeah, excited. Very excited.
do you think they may be feeling tired, excited? What do you think about their feelings?
Excited. I think it's they are excited, but like the girl in the house is like surprised. I think so. Surprised.
They may be probably excited. Here. Okay, I'm gonna play the audio. I want you to listen carefully. So we are going to listen to Adam telling Haley about Alicia, one of the girls in the picture. So then after that, you need to choose the correct answer. So what I want you to do is to pay close attention. You know, this is audio and any information can be missed. All right. So listen carefully and I will play the audio. Here we go.
Lesson 2F.
Okay.
Exercises 2 and 3.
Hello, Hayley. Did you hear what happened to my friend Alicia last weekend?
No, I didn't. Tell me.
Oh, okay. Well, it was her birthday on Saturday, her 18th birthday. But she hadn't arranged anything special, no party or anything. I'm not sure why. Maybe she just didn't feel like it, or her parents said no. Or perhaps she had too much schoolwork to do and didn't want to organise anything. Anyway, the day before her birthday, on Friday, she changed her mind. She decided that she did want a party after all. But by now it was too late to send invitations, even by email or text.
Oh, really? So, what did she do?
Well, that evening, she decided to put a message about the party on her Facebook page. It was an invitation saying all her friends could come if they wanted to. Unfortunately, her Facebook page wasn't private. Anybody could read it. And she mentioned her address in the invitation. Come to 46 Blackwall Street at 8 o'clock, it said, or whatever.
Oh, that was a mistake.
I know. So the next day, about 200 people turned up at her house for the party, and about 180 of those were complete strangers. She locked the door and called the police. Eventually, everyone went home.
What a terrible experience.
I know. When it was all over, her parents insisted that she remove all of her details from Facebook. She can still use the computer, but she's banned from using social networking sites. And I don't think she'll have a birthday party next year.
All right. So did you manage to listen well what happens in this audio?
No, not
All right.
really.
Let me
It's
see.
just to
Would you like me to replay the audio again?
yeah, reply can you
Okay.
reply?
Okay, absolutely. Do let me know if you can listen well. To me, it's very important. Okay, here we go. Listen carefully.
Lesson 2F. Exercises 2 and 3.
Hello, Hayley. Did you hear what happened to my friend Alicia last weekend?
No, I didn't. Tell me.
Oh, okay. Well, it was her birthday on Saturday, her 18th birthday. But she hadn't arranged anything special, no party or anything. I'm not sure why. Maybe she just didn't feel like it, or her parents said no. Or perhaps she had too much schoolwork to do and didn't want to organise anything. Anyway, the day before her birthday, on Friday, she changed her mind. She decided that she did want a party after all. But by now it was too late to send invitations, even by email or text.
Oh, really? So, what did she do?
Well, that evening, she decided to put a message about the party on her Facebook page. It was an invitation saying all her friends could come if they wanted to. Unfortunately, her Facebook page wasn't private. Anybody could read it. And she mentioned her address in the invitation. Come to 46 Blackwall Street at 8 o'clock, it said, or whatever.
Oh, that was a mistake.
I know. So the next day, about 200 people turned up at her house for the party, and about 180 of those were complete strangers.
Oh,
She locked the door and called the police. Eventually, everyone went home.
what a terrible experience.
I know. When it was all over, her parents insisted that she remove all of her details from Facebook. She can still use the computer, but she's banned from using social networking sites. And I don't think she'll have a birthday party next year.
All right, let's see. Here we are. Nyan, did you listen well the information?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that means that she invite her friends to her birthday party, but then she didn't private her Facebook page. So about 200 people with 180 of them is strangers, right?
Yeah, that's right. So here we're gonna interact with this. I have a question for you and let me check your understanding about this audio. All right, which of these sentences is a fact?
They
A, B, C, or D? A, Alicia.
D,
Okay, you say
D,
D. Let's check your answer. So let me see if I have all the answers together. It is A, Alicia hadn't arranged a birthday party before Friday. Okay, number 2. Why did Alicia announce the party on Facebook? Do you remember?
So she won a lot. This day.
Is this she wanted a lot of people to come to the party?
Yeah.
Let's see. It was too late to send invitations.
Okay.
Okay, what bad mistake did Alicia make in her announcement?
She allowed everyone to see her Facebook page.
She allowed everyone to see her Facebook page. Okay, how many of her friends came into the party?
About 200.
About
200.
20.
Her friends. Oh my God, I just didn't
Yeah,
think so.
friends.
Yeah,
So let's see.
180. Yeah.
What happens to Alicia as a result of the incident?
They.
She stopped using Facebook. Well done. Let's see, exam strategy. So Nyan, as usual, I always have an exam strategy in this particular level, all right? This course entails, all right? This particular level entails, all right? The use of a speaking strategy or exam strategy. Here we are going to check, all right? Some of the phrases that we commonly listen. So when listening to a story, you can use these phrases or similar ones to react. So for example, that was lucky. That was lucky. What a laugh. What terrible experience. How exciting. That was unlucky. What a nightmare. What a nightmare. Okay. Like what surprise. That was a mistake. Okay. So those are like common phrases. So those are common phrases that we come across, all right, in the maybe in the context of a conversation. So, and they are in the story. But if you do use these particular phrases on your conversation, so you will feel yourself like more, you will feel yourself like a fish into the water. All right. It's like reacting. That is reacting to what other people says. All right. Especially this is on the story. Some of these phrases or most of them you can find in the audio story. So is the audio working well in your computer?
Yeah, pretty well. Yes.
Okay, Nyan, and could you listen well the presentation? I mean the
Yeah.
audio? Okay.
Yeah.
So look at this. I want you to read the speaking strategy and listen again which phrases does Healy use while Adam is telling the story. Okay, listen carefully.
Lesson
Here it is.
2F. Exercise 4.
That was lucky.
That was unlucky.
That was a mistake.
Okay,
What a laugh.
What a nightmare.
What a terrible experience.
all right.
What a surprise.
How exciting.
How funny.
How frightening.
Okay, so which of those phrases did you listen to on the audio?
That was a mistake. That what a terrible experience.
Okay, something else? Any other?
That was lucky. That was unlucky. That was a mistake, like all of them.
Say it again, Yan.
That wasn't lucky. That wasn't lucky. That was a mistake. What a laugh. What a nightmare. What a terrible experience. What a surprise. How exciting. How funny. How frightening.
Okay, good job. So let me ask you. So pretty much this is what we got there. Some phrases like that was lucky. What a laugh. Okay. What a terrible experience. How exciting. That was unlucky. What nightmare. What surprise. How frightening. That was a mistake. So those are common phrases. Common phrases that we use every time or in certain occasions. Okay.
Okay.
Let me see here. Okay, so now I want you to listen to Kevin telling a story about Edward. Now I want you to listen to Kevin, all right, telling a story, okay, telling a story, and how does Edward feel at the end of the story. So let's see. Maybe you can use like the best convenience to make sure that this exercise is fine. Okay, just let me know.
You can start the audio. And
Let me see. I'm afraid that I need to play the audio. I'm sorry, Nyan. Give me a second. Nyan, are you there?
yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna play the audio.
Lesson 2F.
Listen carefully.
Exercises 5 and 6.
All right.
Oh, hi, Kevin.
Hi, Hannah. Guess what happened to Edward the other day?
I've no idea. Well, go on.
Well, it was Saturday evening. He went out with some friends for a meal at an Italian restaurant. They were all really happy because they just finished all their exams. Anyway, they had a great time at the meal and stayed out really late. When Edward got home, he realised that his mum and dad were already in bed asleep. It was really annoying for Edward because he didn't have his door keys, so he couldn't get in, and he didn't want to wake his parents up.
What a nightmare. So what did he do?
Well, he could see that his bedroom window was open, so he started to climb up the side of the house. It was tiring, but he made it.
That was lucky. So what happened next?
Well, while he was climbing, the neighbour saw him and thought he was a burglar. She called the police. 10 minutes later, 3 police cars arrived outside their house. Edward's parents woke up, really frightened because of all the noise. Edward's dad went to open the door. The police came in and searched the house. No burglar, of course, just Edward in his bed. The police were really confused.
How funny. And then what happened?
Well, in the end, the police left. The next day, Edward told his mum and dad the truth. They weren't angry at all, so Edward was really relieved about that. They didn't even ban him from staying out late with his friends. His dad just hid a door key in the garden and said to Edward, "Next time, use the key."
Okay. So listen to Kevin telling a story. We already listened to it. So now let's complete the phrases that uses to tell the story. How does Edward feel at the end of the story? So did you manage to listen to the phrases, Jan?
yeah.
Let's see, guess what?
What was told the other day?
Let me help you. Okay, guess what?
Happened to the other day.
Guess what happened to the other day? It was
Saturday evening.
then,
Anyway, they had a break time.
then,
10 minutes later,
in the
end.
Well done. Well done. So Nyan, now let me tell you something. So here we have 3 elements that I have to make a lot of emphasis, maybe not for this evaluation, but for the common evaluation that I don't know when I'm gonna give you now. So far, I have to check my schedule. But when you take the next evaluation, let's talk about this one. Let's check the learn this box. Okay, listen to this. When tell a story, listen carefully. When tell a story, we can use the following phrase to give the story structure. Introducing the story. All right, so as you know, let me ask you something. Do you remember when I gave you, I'm sorry, do you remember when I gave you the letter, either formal or informal letter? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So, you know, a letter has 3 points. The heading, or let's say 4 points. The heading, that's pretty much part of the introduction. The send introduction, you have the body, and you have the closing or the closure of the letter. Here we have something similar. So when we talk about a story, okay, we have different parts, I'm sorry. So we have the introducing the story part. We have the setting the scene. That's pretty much like the development of a story. The setting refers where the story takes place, all right? The setting refers for the time. It stands for the time and the place where the story is taking place. Clear with this?
Yeah.
What is the setting?
Um.
Okay, the setting is, setting the scene is the time and place where, this is the place and the time where any kind of event takes place. Clear with
Okay.
this?
Clear.
Perfect, very good. And also we have the moving the story on. This is the part when the story is just like in between, it's in progress. All right, and then you either talking or writing provide with a sustainable development of the, all right, of the story. Then you have something that is moving the story on. Okay, so
Okay.
moving the story on. I'm sure for the ones that are video producers or movie makers, all right, those filmmakers, so they always use these things, right? Introducing the story, setting the scene, moving the story on, and finishing the story. All right. Okay.
Alright.
So moving the story on, that is things for when the story, you know, is like more, uh, let's say the story is kind of like independent, you know, like the story is like you, the kind of a story you have, all right, is something that you just go on, you just provide information, all right, got that?
Okay.
So it's like you go ahead and provide the most important parts, and then after that, when moving the story on, you will need to go to finish finishing the story. But how do you do that? You will do this with a night closing. A closing is the last part of a story, but also if we talk about a letter, a closing is gonna be the last part of a letter. Understand that, Nyan?
Understand.
Okay, here we go. When we tell a story, you can use the following phrases to give the story a structure. For example, introducing the story. Can you help me with this one?
Did you hear what happened, my friend?
Okay, did you hear what happens with my friend? And what will be the answer?
Guess what happened?
Guess what happens? And we saw this phrase before. Setting the scene. Christmas Day, her birthday, the first day of term. Okay,
Okay.
let me see. Can you help me with this one? Setting the scene.
We were Christmas Day, the first day. Wait,
Christmas Day.
second. Wait, it was Saturday. Oh, it was. Also, we used the phrase from exercise.
Sorry.
Okay, I now understand how do we do.
Okay,
So that
setting the
is
scene.
when a few days later, the next day, uh 10 minutes later, why moving the story on. So that evening, a few days later, the next day, 10 minutes later, number 3.
Okay, let me see. Is that your example, or is that your exercise, your example, or you just make one? Okay. Could you read it one more time, Yan, to see setting the scene?
I'm reading the list, so moving the story on. So that evening,
Okay,
on the
moving.
moving the story on. So number 3 is 10. Okay.
Okay, moving the story on. So that evening, a few days. Which one did you take? Okay, moving the story on. Let me see. So that evening. Okay.
Okay.
What would you take? Okay. A few days later, while. Okay, so you can take one of those anyway. A while later. So that's the way how we complete the chart. So let's see here. Finishing a story. So there are some clauses that we use to finish a story. For example, you can see in the end, for example, you can say, let me see, in the end, or for example, like eventually, anything you need to say in order for you to complete this segment of the, okay, of the let's say ending part of a story. You got that?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So now I want you to read the learn this box and listen again to complete the box with the phrases from exercise number 5. Let's see. Can you read it?
Hello.
Yes, can you hear me? Nyan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Can you read this part, the learn this box for me?
When we tell a story, we can use the following phrases to give the story a structure. Introducing the story. Did you hear what happened to my friend? Guess what happened? Setting a sense. It was Saturday evening, Christmas Day,
Okay.
the first day of term. Act. We were on holiday at a cinema in town. Moving the story on. So that evening, a few days later, the next day anyway, a while later, finishing the story in the end, eventually.
Okay. You say eventually. Okay. So look at this. Let's go on. A speaking exercise. Think of a story, right? Either true or invented, something that you just come up with. Okay, you're gonna come up with a story, right? And then, so you need to think of a story, whether it was true or false, whether it was like invented, you know what I mean? Whether true or false, I'm sorry, like invented. So about a party or a special event. So I want you to use these questions to help you make notes. So let me know once you're ready, if you will need to think, if you want me to go right away to you and ask you the questions. What do you think?
Okay, let me think a bit.
Do you think you may need some minutes, or you can go all at once right away as usual?
Just give me a second. Story about okay.
Let me know once you're ready. Okay. Second. Yan.
Yeah, hello.
Okay.
Who is the story
So
about?
let me go back to you and ask you questions. Right? Question number one. Question number one. What is the story about?
Trip of my friends. The trip of my friends.
What
So,
is the story about?
the trip of my friends
Uh-oh.
and my,
Let me.
of my friends.
I did not manage to listen to you. Can you say it again one more time?
Hello.
Now I can. Now it's fine.
Okay, so the trip of my class. So
Okay. The trip of your class. All right. And let me ask you something. How old were they?
12 years old.
4 years old? Wow, they were
10 years,
or
12 years old. Can you hear
12.
me?
12.
Can
Now
you?
I can. Now I can. Okay. So, and let me ask you something. Okay, when and where did it happen?
Years ago.
Okay, and what happened?
Some friends says, uh, like
Okay,
missing the
okay, and why did it happen, Yan?
because they just want to play and don't go in the group.
They just want to play and go into groups. All right, so let me ask you, why did it happen?
Because they just want to play and they don't go in group. That's why. So they don't have.
Okay, so and how did people react before this situation?
They're upset. They're upset about it.
They
People
were upset. All right, and how did they feel? And how did you feel?
upset too.
Upset too. You were upset. All right. So did anybody there, did you see somebody else's face that was happy or maybe was chilling?
No, they just like sad, angry, or upset. Just like
Okay, all of them were sad. What happens in the end?
we found out them by the drone.
Okay. So how do they feel about how do they feel about it? How did they feel about it now?
They just feel funny.
Okay, and let me ask you, was it good or a bad experience?
Bad experience.
Okay, bad experience. So well done, Jan. You did an amazing job. So what I'm going to ask you to do is the following. So here you have all of these questions. Today we pretty much work with the spoken part. So what I'm going to do is to share two things. I am going to share this as a homework so that you can send me the answers on Zalo. And another thing is to provide you with the link of the test so you can
Okay.
proceed where you stayed. Remain with me. I'm on a screenshot.
Okay.
Okay, real quick. Nyan, look at here. Okay, so I'm gonna send this on Zalo. Okay. Homework. Okay. Okay, here it is. Okay, can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, Nyan, real quick, can you tell me? So you're gonna send me this one on Zalo. Can you tell me what did we learn today in the class?
Learn about a phrase.
Okay, what kind of phrases?
Yeah. Phrases when we talk.
Okay, phrases when we talk. So
Yeah.
Chas, can you tell me one of them or two?
Like how to build a story.
How to build a story, and what are the elements that we need to build a story?
You would tell them that we will introduce them and like try to like use some phrase to move from this event to the other event. Yeah.
Okay, and that means that this event cannot be together with the other one. It should be like in different times, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so look at there. Remember that when there is a story, three important elements or fourth need to be considered, right? The introductory part, the body part, the heading, the body part, and the closure. Those are the most important ones, all right?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, and the setting as well. So Nyan, thank you very much for your time. Allow me to send you the link before I leave the class. Give me a second, real quick. So it's taking more than usual. Just 1 second. Just load in. Okay, Nyan. I don't know
Okay.
if this is the one.
Oh, I still cannot see the link. Can you send me the link of the test?
Yeah, that's what I'm currently doing now. I'm opening to get the link of the test so you can do it. Okay, grab this, Nyan. Oh, it's taking more than usual. Here it is. Okay. I pass you the link. Okay.
Didn't see it. Just a second. Waiting.
Wow.
Can you send me through the mail?
Let me see what's happening here. I'm gonna send you through Zalo, all right?
Okay. Okay.
Nyan, thank you very much for being in the class. I wish you a fantastic rest of the day. Goodbye.